Hey everybody, it's Kurt and Amy from the 410 Bridge. It's Tuesday, May 19th, and this is our weekly update, even though we missed last week. But this is our weekly update as it relates to Haiti and what's happening in Haiti around our efforts for relief. Amy, how you doing?
Good.
Good.
How are you?
I know that you are extremely busy and on the phone almost constantly with your counterparts in country. So thanks for doing this today. Thanks for taking the time. Give us a quick update, kind of overall Haiti, what the situation is, countrywide.
Okay, so as of yesterday, Monday, the cases in Haiti are at 456 right now. A little bit of a jump. There have been recorded 17 recoveries and 20 deaths up until now. As of last week, it has officially been identified in every department in the country at this point.
Okay. What's the mood in Haiti these days with the Haitian people, and not only in urban areas, but in our communities as well?
Yeah, well, by far, the majority of these cases are in that Port-au-Prince area, as you can imagine. So we're very fortunate it's not reached any of our communities. It's not super close to any of them yet. So the mood is good. Honestly, there's a lot happening in Haiti in the middle of this. Our staff is very busy. And from what they tell me, it's encouraging to the community members where we are that, that there's stuff going on and things are very active. It's good for the morale.
What's a sense of what those things are that are going on?
Yes. Yeah. So last week, well, we developed a homeschool program for all of the kids, not just sponsored kids, but all of the kids in our network schools that we work with in our communities. As you know, the schools have been shut down for quite a while in the middle of all this. And our education team came up with this plan to involve the teachers. Just real quickly, it involves like a switching of notebooks. They're given a notebook with an assignment. They take it home, they do it. The parents are involved in bringing it back and forth. Teachers are benefiting because we're able to pay them. We're trying to keep the kids engaged as much as possible. And so all of those materials were distributed last week. The program officially started yesterday. So we're real anxious to see, how things go this first week. If we need to make some, adapted in some way. Obviously, there's the safety concerns. So the switching of things we're handling very, very carefully. But so that was exciting for our staff that had worked on that. Also included in that is we've adapted some Discovery Kids materials. So there's the discipleship piece that we're able to execute on too. The kids are given, just a real short little Discovery Kids lesson, and then they're in turn sending back some feedback from what they think that means, and then we're specifically asking them for like their prayer request around their families, and the pastors are going to be involved in this and kind of be monitoring those prayer requests so that we can hopefully identify any families that are really struggling through the kids' prayer requests. So the education team, the whole staff is very excited about being able to roll out that program. And we're just anxious to see, how well it goes this first week. So we were busy doing that last week.
Okay.
Another thing that was really exciting last week is Water Missions has been able to proceed on a lot of our water projects in the country in the middle of this, and the Grand Pass water project was commissioned last week. So that community has safe water as of this week, which especially during this time of the pandemic, having safe water is crucial to a community. So a lot of excitement around that being able to be accomplished.
And I heard the second round of masks are being produced in Piat.
Yes, yes. That community, very, very encouraged, morale very high around that project. They produced the first order of 2,000 masks that they were given. And when I talked to Broody yesterday on the phone, they were awaiting the funds for the next order of the next 2,000.
Right. Which brings us, Amy, to the food distribution. Where are we with that? I know we, in April, distributed food to some 750 plus families, mostly sponsored kid families, sponsored child families. That was a 30-day supply, so that is, if it hasn't come to an end, quickly coming to an end. Where are we in that distribution or for those families, but then also what do you kind of foresee happening here in the coming weeks?
Yeah, so what's been happening in the past several weeks as our staff is working really closely with the leadership councils in identifying vulnerable families that were not part of that first distribution, that did not have kids in the sponsorship program. And we put some criteria around that, and they really have tried to pull a comprehensive list together of those needs. And so I'm awaiting, like, hopefully by tomorrow, I will have some expectations of what those numbers look like. And we're predicting that it's going to be larger than the first food distribution, just because there's a lot of need in that country. There was need even before the pandemic, and this is just really exaggerated that need quite a bit. And so as soon as I get the numbers around that, we'll start executing on that next round of food distributions.
Okay, great. So we should know something a little bit more next week, you're thinking?
Yes, for sure.
And then lastly, before we wrap this up, I understand that we are trying to incorporate a Bible distribution and some training through the local churches, not only with food, but also the education programs, all the programs that we're doing. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so in the community of Morency, we had scheduled originally to do a Bible distribution this season. And in talking with the leaders there, we are going to move forward with that Bible distribution. Along with that, Broody was actually in Morency last week, talking to the leaders and the pastors there. And rather than just distributing Bibles and giving them out, they're creating a team, including the pastors. But they're going to just be doing some education on, how to use the Bible when you have it, how to how to go to it in certain areas, how to read it, and just some training around that. Obviously, it'll be small groups, less than 10, because of the restrictions there. But yeah, because of the funding being available and we can execute on it, it seems like this is a great time to do something like that for that community. Yeah,
so it sounds like you said it, that our staff is pretty busy in a very difficult environment. How are they doing? We won't have any cases on our staff, but how are our staff doing these days?
They're doing well. I think I mentioned the first time, reacting to crisis is not unfamiliar to the Haiti staff. Unfortunately, they just get this adrenaline and they're just ready to go. Quite honestly, we do have two good pieces of news. 2 babies were born in our staff in the middle of this, both baby boys. So that's always exciting to share that with those families.
Well, who had children? Who on our staff?
So Celine, who runs our guest house at Tabar, had a baby boy a couple weeks ago, and then more recently, Gerda, who is one of our program coordinators down in the South, welcomed a baby boy.
Well, send them our best, if you would. Make sure that our staff knows that we're really deeply grateful for all they're doing, and because they're working in a tremendously difficult environment. Mm-hmm. So send them our best. Thank you for everything that you do. I'll have you back next week, Amy, if that's okay with you.
Sure.
And we give everybody an update again. Thanks so much.
Thank you.